my journey. So I'm originally from Kosovo. When I studied in US and I started working for Kohn Pedersen Fox in New York. And from there, I moved to China. I worked on the Nanning Airport during competition design, which we won, and then it was built in the next 5 years. From there, I moved to Abu Dhabi to work as an architect and a construction manager on the building of Abu Dhabi Airport. I was there for 7 years. Then I moved to Singapore to become a design manager on a project that we just won at the time in 2018 for Changi Terminal 5. And then I started my company 3 years ago, and now I'm based in New York. Just a quick introduction of those airports. This is Changi Terminal 5. We just completed the design development, and the groundbreaking started recently. This is the plan of the airport of Terminal 5. This is a little bit of the interior. And then Abu Dhabi Airport. This is already completed, opened almost 2 years ago. And this is the interior shot of the central space. This is the plan of Abu Dhabi Airport, how we achieved an efficient plan, as this is mainly a transfer hub. So an X shape was the most efficient layout for a transfer airport with the most amount of planes parked around the perimeter and the least walking distance. So the X shape was the best form for this airport. This is some pictures from the interior. This is the plan of the airport, and this is just showing how large the Abu Dhabi airport is. You can fit the Statue of Liberty inside. Talk about now is sustainability and how we can really achieve true sustainability in an airport. Kind of make aware is that to rethink completely the way we design airports. And in the last maybe 5 decades or 6 decades, the airports have just been growing and growing and growing into these massive objects that consume a lot of energy. And we designed the airports the same as it was 50 years ago. So everything is just growing and growing and growing. So the question is, can we reduce the size of an airport so it uses less energy to begin with by completely rethinking how we plan airports? And I think we can with the technology that we have today, with automated systems, with automated check-in, automated controls, automated passport control. We can start thinking about how we can maybe split the systems and how we can bring the distance closer between the space where we get dropped off to the space where we get into the plane. In some airports, that could reach up to 1 kilometer, and that's really big space, and we have to really think of what's happening between that distance. And when we rethink of an airport from the beginning, we have to think about what are the main components of an airport. There are 3 main components of an airport. It's the city interface. It's where we get dropped off, whether it is from a bus, from a car, from a taxi, from a train. This is the main interface where an airport building connects with the city. After that, we have the processing component. This is where passengers are processed and the bags are processed. And most of airports, this is very centralized, which creates a very large central space. Beyond that, the functional component beyond that is the aircraft interface. It's the only building in a city where you have to interact with this large flying machines. And The aircraft interface has the gate, has a seating area, and then the bridge that connects with this flying machine. So these are the three main components which we cannot like rethink. We need all the three. The additional component which today takes up so much space is the retail, the commercial component, this is going to give us a lot of room to rethink based on the technology today, based on where the retail is going today and how we shop today, and can we really rethink and reduce the space. So what airports have become is like these facilities where passengers take a plane, but at the same time, a very large shopping mall within this facility to generate income and economy to run the airport. And with the technology today, I believe we can make airports a lot smaller by completely rethinking the way we design, by bringing the distance closer from the drop-off to the aircraft interface. And the way we can do that is by starting to use the technology that we have today, move away from centralized thinking of an airport, and start to make retail more automated. Just an example, I'm going to use only this airport, Munich Airport, and you have two terminals here facing one another. This is the terminal from 1992 and the terminal from 2003. And you can see the terminal from 1992, the drop-off is throughout the building. Therefore, it's a decentralized drop-off where you actually come and check in and go through security very close to your aircraft. Depending where your gate is, you can go closer to that place. And by doing that, we reduce a lot of space. In 2003, the airport tried something that's what the trend is today by creating a centralized processing area where beyond that we can have a large commercial area and where we can collect a lot of people in one place where people actually generate income for the airport, and then we were a lot further away from our gate. So the question is, like, if we can reduce the airport and rethink based on the technologies that we have today, we will reduce the amount of energy that the airport takes, the cost that it takes to build the airport, and the cost that it takes to run the airport. So I think if we really want to have a meaningful, sustainable airport, we really have to think about how to greatly reduce the size of an airport, because we still have to build it. No matter how much technology that we use, how much efficient we think we want to become, we still have to build a very large building, which uses a lot of carbon, takes a lot of mining to get the materials, to process the materials, takes a lot of energy to build the building, and then later on takes a lot of energy to operate it. So I think to really do a meaningful, sustainable airport, we really have to think about how can we reduce it by the technologies that we have today. So that's my 2 cents on what I think of how we can make a great impact on reducing the energy of an airport.